We drive on roads every single day. But have you ever really stopped to think about them? They just seem like they're there, permanent. Well, today, we're going to look at a technology that's completely flipping that idea on its head.
I mean, seriously, let that sink in for a second. What if the very road under your car could be picked up, recycled, and then rebuilt somewhere else, all with incredible speed and a super tiny environmental footprint? That's the wild idea we're diving into. But hey, before we can really appreciate the solution, we got to understand the problem, right? Why on earth do we need to reinvent something as basic as a road in the first place? Well, here's the thing. The way we've been building roads forever has some pretty major downsides. It's slow, it's crazy expensive, and honestly, it's not great for the environment. And now, with the whole world shifting towards sustainability, our basic infrastructure has to catch up, and that's where our story really kicks off. So, what does that evolution look like? All right, let's introduce the hero of the hour, a technology designed to tackle every single problem we just mentioned. It's called EcoSol, and at its heart, it's a special ecological polymer that basically rewrites the rulebook for building roads. It's built from the ground up to be high performance, super innovative, and, this is the big one, to have a low impact on the environment.
And listen, this isn't just some small step up. EcoSol is literally the single best performing ecological polymer on the entire planet. That's a massive claim, so let's dig in and see how it actually backs that up.
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. The advantages of EcoSol are just wow. And the best way to get it is to look at some pretty amazing numbers. So let's do a quick fire round. First up, 100. This number is all about pure, raw strength. It's really the key to understanding the foundation of this whole technology.
Because that 100 stands for tons per square meter. An EcoSol road can handle a load of 100 tons in a single square meter. That is an absolutely insane capacity that blows past any other stabilizer out there. It makes these roads tough enough for the absolute heaviest traffic you can imagine.
All right, next number is all about being green, 75%. In today's world, a number like this, it's a total game changer. Because using EcoSol slashes the carbon footprint of building a road by a massive 75%. A cut that big isn't just an improvement, it's a giant leap toward building the green infrastructure we desperately need.
And our last number, it might be the most surprising one yet. Just 4 centimeters. It sounds impossibly tiny, doesn't it? But it tells you everything you need to know about how efficient this stuff is.
See, the polymer does such an incredible job stabilizing and waterproofing the soil underneath that you only need a tiny 4-centimeter wear layer on top. That's it. It just goes to show you how powerful the core technology really is. And this is where it all comes together in the most mind-blowing, futuristic way. Remember that question I asked you at the very beginning? Well, here's your answer. You can literally grind up an existing EcoSol road, scoop up the material, move it, and rebuild the road somewhere totally new. The road itself becomes a resource you can reuse. How cool is that?
So the benefits are obviously incredible, but you're probably thinking, okay, this must be some super complicated, high-tech process to actually build, right? Well, you might be surprised. Turns out the whole process is surprisingly simple. It's just 4 steps. Step 1, you clear off the top layer of grass and stuff. Step 2, you mix the dirt that's already there with the EcoSol polymer. Step 3, you shape and pack it all down. And finally, step 4, you put on that thin little wear layer and paint the lines. Done.
And get this, the best part? The whole thing can be done and ready for traffic in just 24 hours. 24 hours! When you compare that to traditional methods that can shut things down for weeks or even months, it's just no contest.
So, here's the real takeaway. This tech isn't just about making better highways. No, its potential is so much bigger than that.
I mean, just look at this list. We're talking about everything from simple county roads to massive airport runways, foundations for industrial parks, and even railway lines. It can be used for sports fields, bike paths, and making landfills safer. The sheer versatility is just enormous.
You know, I think this quote really nails the whole philosophy behind EcoSol. It's not just about construction. It's about treating every single kilometer as this durable, efficient, and sustainable masterpiece that's truly built for the future.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big thought. We started this whole thing by questioning something as basic as a road. And this technology proves it's totally possible to make it radically better. So the question is, what else? what other permanent parts of our world are just waiting for their own sustainable revolution?